It's Taxi Vlog 263. I believe it's 263. I didn't check the uploads before I came out. It's nearing the end of my night. It's 4:30 or 4:27 a.m. on the, what is the date? The 20th of July. And the sun is beginning to make the sky blue in the distance over there. Well, I want to talk about karma a little bit and how that works sometimes. A week ago, or a little more than a week ago, I had a customer who had stiffed me for about $9 the week before. And I still had her expired Alberta, not driver's license, but identity card. And so I knew it was her because she had an uncommon name. And when I picked her up from the place that I had picked her up the week before, or before I went on vacation, I picked her up the first time. And then she took 20 minutes to pay me, and she didn't pay me, she just gave me her expired identity card. So I get sent to the same place to pick her up again, and it turns out that I explained to her that I had her expired identity card, and that there's a matter of some $8 or $9 that she didn't pay last time. And I said, you know, you were quite polluted drunk when I dropped you off, and it took you 20 minutes to get out of the car, and you gave me this. And I showed her the expired card. And you know, when I finally got her to her home, she paid me the amount that was on the meter plus double what she owed me from before. So I think I got something like $30 for a $10 ride. That was one. Now, last night I had another karmic kind of thing happen. I don't know if this guy was a friend of the guy who stiffed me, but I think so. This was just before the election, or the provincial election here. There were some East Indians who took my cab, and I took them where they were going. They were generous, everything was fine. And later on that night I picked up one of them, and he didn't pay me when I took him home. Now this guy comes out of the house when I get sent to go get him, and he says he wants to go to the liquor store. So I say, okay. And he says, well, what do you like to drink? And I said, scotch. And he says, well, what kind of scotch do you like? And I'm not going to be greedy and say, you know, 18-year-old Macallan or something. So he went, I just said Grant's. And he said, well, how big a bottle? And I said a Mickey would be more than enough. He gave me this. Went into the liquor store and got me a bottle of Grant's Finest. A Mickey, but this is good for one evening. Okay. Then he went through McDonald's drive-thru, and he ordered a fillet of fish and a cheeseburger. I think it was a double cheeseburger. He ordered a meal, but they got his order wrong. They gave him a cheeseburger and a fillet of fish for like $6 and something. Okay, fine. And then I got him home. When I took him home, it was $24 on the meter, and he gave me $50. So I don't know if he was acting as the conscience of this other guy who ripped me off a couple of months ago, but you know, I might as well ride my luck. So this happened, well, tonight, the night that just is ending. The rest of my week, well, I'll tell you. I just think it's bizarre how things happen sometimes in this business. The rest of my week, well, it went pretty good. I came out on Monday night. It was kind of quiet and relaxed and slow, but I took home almost $100. Tuesday was the same. It wasn't really busy, but I had some good luck, and I didn't do too badly. In fact, I'm doing better these last 2 weeks, or I've done better these last 2 weeks than I have done, you know, in any 2 weeks put together during the year, I guess. Yeah, I've done okay these last weeks. So now, I came out on Wednesday night expecting it to be similar to Monday and Tuesday, and you know what? There was no surprise. It was the same. Same. Except around, I had been sitting for 2 hours, and it was like 4:45 in the morning. So I decided, okay, it's time to go get some fuel, get fueled up. So as I was leaving the zone, the MDT went tick, and I thought it was just going to book me into the next zone, but you know what happened? It was giving me a 5 o'clock time call at 10 minutes to 5. And you know, the day shift guy who works opposite me on those days, earlier on in the week, he only came in at 6:30 because he had a personal airport run. So I figured, yeah, you know, I think he'll understand that I'm getting this opportunity, I might as well take it. So I took the opportunity. I went and did the airporter 5 o'clock time call, and I left him a text message saying, I'll be back around 6. Sure enough, I did the trip, and I came back in. On Thursday night, I came out again, and not that it was busy or anything, but I kept lucking out and getting these long fares. I had a whole bunch of long fares, and, well, not a whole bunch, but I ended up doing okay. And then last night, the Friday night, I don't work Saturdays. The Friday night I came out, and it wasn't that busy, but I, you know, lucked out. I went to the Western Communities about 4 times. I just had a few good fares. Plus, including, of course, that one fare with that guy who was so generous, giving me $50, and, like I said, this little bottle of Grant's Finest for a $24 fare. And not only that, the conversation was quite, you know, pleasant. I don't know. I did last night have a couple of... Uh-oh, did you hear that tick-tick? Is it going to tick-tick again? Is it going to give me my last fare before going? Is it going to give me one more? It's 25 minutes till I got to park this thing. Anyway, it's been a fairly good night. I made a couple $100 on this Friday night. Plus, of course, the rest of the week. I've done okay. And I'm talking about after lease. You know, a couple $100 after paying lease and fuel. And the sky is getting blue off to my left there. The light is going green. Here we go. I don't know if you can see some of that blue in the sky behind me. But yeah, you know, I don't have much else to report. That at a time when I'm considering, a company got back to me after I had applied to them, and I called the phone number that the guy left me a week later than I got the email from him, and he said that he had been in Winnipeg all week. This is a recruiter for the Western Division or Western branch of Bison Transport, and Bison Transport is a big trucking company, and they're so good that they actually train relatively inexperienced drivers. Like, I'm a very experienced driver, yes, but no, I have not had a lot of experience driving long-haul trucking and pulling 53-foot trailers behind a tractor. Although I have tooled around a little bit, like 23 years ago, I mean, I've probably forgotten everything about it. And I did drive a moving truck for a few months, like I said once again, 20-something years ago. So, of course, naturally, I'd be rusty, and I would be very nervous if somebody was to just give me a tractor trailer and say, go across the border and deliver this to California. No, there's a 3-month training program, and in this 3-month training program, they pay you to train. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get by, you know? And I would have to relocate to either Winnipeg or Calgary to do it. But seeing as this taxi thing, I'm tired of it, you know? I've been doing it for 20 years, and I would rather retire with some money than retire poor between 15 and 18 years hence. So, if they will have me, if they will take me, I will go for it, because it's our future that matters, you know? So I might become a long-haul trucker. I'd like you all to wish me some luck in this endeavor. I hope they get back to me soon on my application. I even talked with the owner of this cab, who is, as you probably gathered by now, a close personal friend of mine. And I told him that I could get the opportunity anytime. He says, well, that's no worries. You know, you don't have to give me any 2 weeks notice or anything. I understand. Besides, I'm just sitting here doing nothing anyway, so I'll drive it when you leave. I said, okay. It's so good, you know, to work with people who are understanding. And you know what happened on Thursday morning when I came back? The day shift guy understood that if somebody gives me $50 at the end of my shift, and after waiting 2 hours, he says he understands and that he would do the same thing, naturally. And so I said, do I owe you your $10 back? Because he gave me $10 one time when he was late. And he says, nah, we're even. So it's all good. Well, hope yours is better than mine. Have a good morning. I gotta go fuel up now. Bye.